Hello, 7-Eleven. As I'm starting this reading, I'm going to do a very brief, fingers crossed, 10 minutes or less reading. I just wanted to start the morning with some intuition, especially since if you are watching this on November 5th, we are just going through a Taurus full moon. So yeah, I'm just feeling a little bit more on the intuitive side this morning and just wanted to take advantage of the vibes, okay? Pardon if you can hear an alarm in the background, sorry about that. But yes, the Wheel of Fortune and Justice. Funny enough, I saw the Wheel of Fortune in the bottom of the deck before I started shuffling, so I already had it in my mind. So some of you might be going through some very big changes. I'm hearing the Big Mouth theme song. I'm going through changes. But whoever is watching this, and it doesn't matter when you're watching this, by the way, but if you are, this full moon might feel like a little bit nostalgic. Like you might find yourself looking back in different chapters of your life in which I'm saying like were very formative for you. So you might be going or skipping through different decades of your life, like maybe when you were like very, very, very young, and then skipping through teenage years, and then going through like the recent past, and then going back again to like middle school, and like so you're going just reviewing your life, and like I think more than anything, you're reviewing like what brought you to this point. So I feel like you already have, and like I find it very interesting too that I'm getting Wheel of Fortune and Justice, and they are in order, like 10 and 11 in the major arcana. So it is kind of like a process of nostalgia and looking back and acknowledging, and also like being proud of yourself for some of you, and for others it could be also like reviewing your life with eyes of compassion. You might have been someone that's kind of or like very hard on yourself, and now you're kind of allowing a little bit of that softness to come through, and because you could be very soft when it comes to your friends or family or loved ones, like battles, right? And you could be someone that has like a lot of hope and compassion and like very wise and loving words towards other when they're going through their own stuff. But when it comes to yourself, it's almost like you expect yourself to already know what to do, right, with the Justice. And right now, okay, the Empress just fell. Right now you're being called to letting go of that need to be so stern and so strict with yourself, right? Because it feels like it comes from a version of yourself that didn't have that discipline yet, so you had to be a little bit rougher, but you're not there anymore. Like you're way beyond that anymore. Like you have been disciplined for a while when it comes to doing the right thing, right? It doesn't mean that you're never gonna slip up. It doesn't mean that you're never gonna get tired or have a few days or of indulgence, or just going with the blues of the weather and just deciding to stay in, or like being a little bit more energy. Doesn't mean you're not gonna get the flu sometimes and get sick, and just needing that extra, like time to chill. It doesn't mean that automatically it's gonna pull you back to that old version of yourself, because you've been this new version for a while now. And I feel like you have receiving a lot of these messages, and for some of you, you could have received the message over and over again of like this new you so much, then it kind of like made the expectation of this persona so big that you're not acknowledging the changes that you already been through. Uy. Clock it. Yeah, Four of Pentacles reverse. Like it's time, and the sun in the bottom of the deck. It's time to celebrate yourself a little bit. It's time. I'm seeing sunflowers. I don't know if that's a flower that some of you might like. Bees as well. But like, allow yourself to celebrate not only the fun and the good things that you have been able to do. Allow yourself also to acknowledge the hardness and the cruelty that you have faced, and how you're still you, how the heart is still pumping, how you are still able to bring happiness and a joke and a smile to a stranger, to make them feel more comfortable, or to the new person, to allow themselves fit in. Like you're still that person, even though you have been object of like scrutiny and bullying for some of you. Even if you had like been on the receiving end of being betrayed or taken for granted, or for some of you, like even in love, you have people like choose other people over you for some of you, or like play with your emotions like that, and you still refuse to do that to the next person. You're still that person that wants to feel others like you feel welcome. My Chemical Romance, I love that band, by the way, could be resonating for some of you. Gerard Way, the lead, it's giving like kind of that energy, and it's almost like very sweet. I got you. And he's an Aries, and what's interesting about the Aries and like fire placements is that they, of course, very fiery, very passionate, a little bit ragey. They could seem like very problematic or wanting conflict, but in reality they can be very protective of their own. They can be very loving in a passionate way, and like a lot of this hardness comes from carrying a very big and soft heart, right? Like you have to, there has to be some sort of tender spot and care and softness within them for them to protect themselves so much, right? Like there must be protecting something. And I feel like for some of you, you could like be very protective. I'm hearing like scary dog privilege, scary friend privilege. You could be that friend that's like the scary one that like scare away like bad energy, or like scam people, or you're like, I don't know about this person. Like you could be that friend. And for some of you, you have people like you coming in for you. You have more of those friends that fit that role, that are going to come in and protect you, because for so long you have been, I have the Three of Swords here. For so long, I feel like you have been facing battles alone. You have been facing sadness alone and hardship alone. And with the Hangman and the Star, there's a lot of things that is going to come in and it's going to change your perspective in that. You're not going to feel like you're going to have to be the teacher, the strong one anymore. You're going to enter in a room of equals. I don't know what that means, but it could be as simple as you have had a hard time finding people that are like-minded or that share some of your hobbies, and like now you're like finding a convention just filled with people, or like an event filled with people, or you just realize that the new friend at work loves the same things that you do. It's almost something like this, of like someone finding their group, right? For some of you, a group of 3 friends might be significant, because I see the number 3 in many ways here represented. But yeah, I told myself this is going to be short and sweet. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I hope this, if you are watching this in the morning, because you could be watching this at night. But anyway, this is the end of your message. If you like this, please like, subscribe, and yeah, I'm trying to upload videos every single day, English and Spanish. So this is the first one. fingers crossed I can do the Spanish one and maybe some more because this was kind of a short one. But yeah, 10 minutes. Bye, 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 bye.